which areas to focus on efficiency, automation, and efficiency? Which would be the ones that you think have the most value?
I think it all starts with the property.
Okay.
Too many people jump into this game thinking that they can just get a one-bed apartment and make $1,000 a month on it and invest maybe $5,000 to set it up, especially on a rental arbitrage. It's all over the internet, and there's a lot of false promises out there. For me, I think that market is very saturated, and there's the profit margin's not there. The risk's too high. I think you have to be playing in larger luxury properties or larger houses. So for me, in the UK, we basically buy 3, 4, 5, or 6 bed houses. We add an extra bedroom, we add bathrooms, and we rent them out to contractors mid to long term, but on short term rental prices. So it works very well for us. We've got a large portfolio of that, and we make probably circa $2,500 per property per month net. So that's kind of the first starting point for me now is the property. Out here, it's kind of 3-bed apartments or greater, villas, and kitting them out to a real luxury standard. So I think the mistake I made coming out here was I had the contractor model, which isn't necessarily luxury, and I thought I could just run that here, but that doesn't work here because Dubai's known for luxury. Everyone wants luxury. So once we've moved away from the studios and the one beds and gone into the larger stock, obviously the bookings are higher, the average daily rates are higher, and the profit margins are much bigger to help through summer, through Ramadan and things like that. So for me, it's the property. Then after that, I try and automate as much as I can to reduce human error and reduce the amount of staff that you need, because as good as my staff are, they come and go. I had one the other day who failed a medical here, so she had to leave. So great, she was absolutely fantastic, but unfortunately she had to leave. She still works for us, but she now has to work remote. So there's kind of, as much as you can automate, I think a channel manager is an absolute must. I think that goes without saying, and a pricing tool. I think they're the two main softwares that I would advocate you have to have. From that, most channel managers now have decent cleaning tools, but I think unless you've got your cleaning team fully on the books, it's difficult to get them to use the apps.
For training.
Whereas if they know they can potentially lose their job, if they don't use it properly, then obviously they use it. Whereas an external company, just they don't value your business no matter how much you've given them as much. In the main, not everyone, obviously.
Yeah.
So I'd say they're kind of the 3 main things. I've got a lot of other tools that we use to connect various Zapier and things like that, but they're kind of the 3 main ones.
Okay, so you have always been focusing on technology and automation, I can feel.
Yeah, because when I first started this gig, I had like a 60, 70-hour-a-week job, 6 days a week. So I didn't have much time to be able to manage guests. So from day one, I had a channel manager, kind of got clued up on the tech side of things and tried to automate as much of it as I possibly could so that I wasn't having to speak to guests, send codes, WhatsApping and all that sort of stuff. So I've been very tech-led from day one.
Very good. So then you move from operating also to investment. So you have Look Capital Group. So can you explain us a little bit?
Yeah. So the group structure came. It's more for, I guess, tax purposes and we had at the time we had buy-lets, we had HMOs, we had Airbnbs. We had various different things going on. I've actually, again, got rid of the majority of that and now just purely focus on short-term rentals. So everything we buy now is just for short-term rentals. But my focus is just buying more stock and then running it as a short-term rental. So my target this year is to buy 33 more houses. And we're on track for that. And again, that just adds a decent chunk of money into the portfolio each year, as well as the equity growth. And to do that, I don't need a massive team. I can achieve that without a massive team. Whereas the more managed contracts I take on, the bigger the team needs to be, and the margins are obviously a lot smaller. I think management's great, and rent to rent is great at the beginning to get you cash flow and get you going. But I think once you've got your cash pot building up, and like I do, I use online coaching to help pull in more cash to be able to buy more assets. I'd rather buy assets than go heavy into rental arbitrage now or management. But it served a great purpose for me to get to where I am today at the beginning.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Next Gen Rentals podcast, powered by Mr. Alfred.